I've done a lot of shows so far where I've given advice, for creators. And I was like, well, 12 years. I think I could give some relationship advice, right? I think so. The only thing is I didn't want to do the stereotypical relationship advice. And it goes a little something like this. You probably heard this on the podcast before. A woman should. If a man then a woman should be submissive. A woman is only submissive when she can trust a man. A man should hold down the household. A man should have a plan for a woman. He should never ask a woman what she wants to do. He should have a plan. And a woman, when he comes home from work, should be his peace. His home should be his peace. Cook dinner for him and have sex whenever he wants and do bedroom things that he likes to do, rub his feet, lyrics from Cater to You from Destiny Child, basically. And I always joke that it's always the single people with the relationship advice. Don't believe me. Don't take my word for it. Just go on your timeline and start paying attention to the people who say, if a man if a woman I could be wrong, but I've never seen a person in a relationship, a committed one at least, online talking about what a man and woman should do. You know why? Because we don't give a fuck about what a man, we have our partner. I don't need to go online and say what my wife should be doing. Why would I would just tell her. I don't need to tell y'all what she needs to do. If she needs to do something, I can just tell her. It's horrible. It's hilarious at the same time too. Then I was thinking about, I was like, okay, if I go down this road, anytime I attack a topic, I always want to figure out a different way to give it to y'all. If there's one thing that I think is a blanket statement across every relationship of advice that I can give you, a relationship only works when each individual is actively trying to be their best selves. Let's talk about it. If you have one broken person or one unfulfilled or one undeveloped person, let alone two, if you're not trying to be the best version of yourself, how do you expect two people who aren't actively working on themselves to then come together and actively build a relationship? And we all know the issues we have, whether it's self-esteem, whether it's confidence, whether it's depression, whether it's jealousy, envy, insecurity. Those are things each person should be trying to work on to fix. And until you're either fixed or every day making that effort, you can forget about a relationship, because all you're doing at that point is expecting that person to fix you. So I'm expecting her to fix me and she's expecting me to fix her. And guess what? That's impossible. If you, who knows everything that goes on in your head, you know all the trauma, everything that all your darkest secrets, if you can't sit there and hold yourself accountable or lift yourself up or get yourself out of something, how am I supposed to do it? Now, don't get it wrong. A partner can aid with the effort. Meaning, if you're already trying to work on something, let's say if you're going to therapy or you're meditating, I can help facilitate those experiences. I can go with you or give you words of confidence or give you your peace when you're trying to meditate or create a space for you. I can aid to the effort, but there has to be effort there. If you're in a relationship right now and you feel like it's probably not the best, before you start asking what that person isn't doing, because that's usually, whenever there's an issue in a relationship, it's always what the person isn't doing. It's always, I do the least they can do is I feel like if I'm putting in then they should be putting in Ask yourself if you feel like your relationship is plateaued, it's going downward spiral, or y'all just seem to can't get on the same thing. What are you doing to fix yourself? But then I would even go further and say, refocus your questioning, refocus what you're looking for. I can guarantee you, if you just stop trying to change somebody or stop trying to correct somebody or fix somebody and just say, I'm gonna take all that energy and just put it into being my best self. This is why this is a great plan. You wanna know why? Because two things are either gonna happen. Either you putting effort into yourself and fixing yourself and building yourself up is gonna be great for the relationship, or if it doesn't work out and you end up being single, you're going into the market your best self with great habits on how to keep elevating and on how to keep growing. So it's a win-win. So I would tell male or female, if you're sitting here constantly worried about if they're texting somebody or if they don't show you enough attention or if they don't have time for you or if they're cheating or if they're doing anything, I would just say, stop all that shit. Fuck it. Like I've said before, I have a YouTube video on it. Go check it out. Who got the Aux Media on YouTube? If someone wants to cheat, they're gonna do it. There's nothing. You would literally have to tie yourself to their fucking hip. And even then, they might turn over here and DM a motherfucker like, yo, I'm tired of that right now, but when I fall asleep, I'm gonna cut the rope and come fuck the shit out. So it's like, forget about that. Take all that energy and just put it into you. Start looking in the mirror and asking yourself, what would I like? Oh, would I like to lose weight? Okay, let me Google how to lose weight. Oh, I can go on this diet. Da, 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 da. Once you start looking into self, you'll realize like, oh, there's, I want to start reading again. I want to travel. I want to hike. I want to go back to school. I want to study, get this degree. I want to speak a language. There's a lot of things you want to do, but you're so busy trying to run behind someone else who either is in this relationship or dragging you along. But as long as you work on yourself, you're going to come out a winner either way. I don't think there's a situation where there are two people actively trying to be the best versions of themselves in a relationship and their relationship isn't great. So that's my advice after 12 years.